Well, good morning, all you RV enthusiasts and happy campers. Today is another glorious day in the beautiful state of Texas. Here it is winter time. It's 76 degrees. The sun is out. I'm actually catching some natural vitamin D. Don't have to go and lay in a tanning bed or get any of that artificial light. You know what I'm saying? We used to own a tanning salon. That's why I say that. Anyhow, what in the background seems weird to you, may I ask? Alex Trebek, cue the music. Give you a minute. That's right. What you see here is you see two satellite dishes. Well, when we ended up purchasing this particular plot of land, we found that there was very minimal signals out here in order to get a cell service or any type of internet service. So what we had to do is we had to hunt down some type of service in order to get us up and running. We operate our business out of our motorcoach. We have an online business, and it's necessary for us to be able to talk with all you fine individuals out there. And what we ended up doing is, in the background, we ended up being talked into getting HughesNet. HughesNet has been around for quite some time. HughesNet, I'm sure that you've all heard about it. Howard Hughes, it was one of his businesses. And satellite has always been that one of those last opportunities to get some type of service when you're out in the middle of nowhere like we are here in the middle of Texas. So we ended up calling out HughesNet, and we had the system installed. But before we did install it, we did discuss with them if we were going to have acceptable service or not. Well, they assured us that we would. Well, there are multiple packages that you can get with HughesNet, and we ended up getting the best package, make sure that we got the best service that they had to offer since our business required it. So literally, we had started having problems within a week. Now, within that week, we found it was like when we first got it, everything seemed to work fine, or I should say acceptably, or acceptable. And after literally about 7 days after we had it installed, all of a sudden the signal started to become poor. We started wondering what was going on, so we called out the technician. Technician came out, 4 or 5 days later, obviously, after you call them. And, they're like, hey, you know what? Everything seems to be fine out here. You should be good to go. Okay. He left, and we never really seen any improvement when he was here, which was kind of discouraging, and it was kind of surprising that he walked out with us not being satisfied, because there was question after question that we had for him. I think he was even kind of shaking his head as to, look, man, there's nothing I can do for you. Well, spending $100 a month, you would expect better, at least from a company, to where if they're going to take $100 or $1,200 a year, let's offer a service that's obviously giving you something back for your money. Okay, HughesNet, black and white, plain and simple, sucks. Okay, I do not recommend HughesNet. Their customer service is horrible. And this is because after about the third attempt to get them to fix the problem, we kind of had an attitude-ish operator on the phone, and then it started to seem like it was all about the money. That left a bad taste in our mouth. So what was our other option? Next thing that we decided to do is we contacted an IT guy to see if by chance there was something that we can do with cell service, cell dishes, or cell extenders, all that kind of stuff. And he's just like, and this is somebody local here in Central Texas, and he's like, you know what? There's only one viable option here, and that viable option to read here is VIASAT. VIASAT is, which what I found out is a company that actually has new and modern satellites and satellite equipment for lease. I can tell you that this service is a godsend. This service actually allows us to send files and emails, and we can download videos. You know, these videos, take this one for instance, with HughesNet, could take me up to 2+ hours in order to download. I've had some videos that has taken me double that. Really a bummer. You know, but you learn to live with that frustration because you start believing it, you know, it's as good as it's going to get. Well, this IT gentleman turned us on to VIASAT, and they came out, and I had my questions ready due to the fact that, you know, dealing with Hughes and being let down this entire time, I was ready to go. This technician brought me up to speed and pretty much said that Hughes rents VIASAT's old equipment that is no longer, or is being all swapped out. Hughes is renting it and using their old equipment. VIASAT is actually using new high-tech equipment, and VIASAT just purchased, I can't think of the company that they said that they just purchased, but they are joining or teaming up with Icon. Icon is, you're going to start hearing about VIASAT and Icon more, because this merger with Icon is going to produce more marketing, and people are going to start finding out about it. So all of you few dozen followers out there that follow our channel, you know, if you're in a particular state out in the middle of nowhere and you've been suffering with Hughes, or just, you know, trying to hope and pray that something good's going to come about, VIASAT. I can tell you that we are extremely happy, and I don't necessarily like to vent and say too much negativity about a company, but I have to pass this on, because I don't want many of you to get stuck in the same situation that Julie and I got stuck in. When we originally signed up for Hughes, they made us believe that if we were unhappy for any reason, we were going to be able to back out of the contract. Not the case. The last phone call with HughesNet was, you're going to finish out your contract. You can pay us $800 to buy us out, or you can spend $60 a month for the remaining, you know, part of the contract. And we brought to the attention of the rather rude operator, and that made it very clear it was all about the money, that we were not going to be talking highly about HughesNet, and we were very unhappy with everything it had to do with the company, and they didn't care. It's all about the money. It's all about the dollar. What I'm finding out is as soon as this merger with Icon happens, HughesNet isn't going to be using VIASAT's equipment anymore. They're going to have to purchase their own equipment. Otherwise, Hughes is going to disappear. So that's direct from the installer. And this might be the first time you hear this. So if you have HughesNet and you're sick of it, look up VIASAT, call them up, chat with them, and hope this video helps. Again, Hughes, it's all about the dollar, and I don't want anybody out there getting stuck into the same situation that we are. So we are now paying for 2 services. It is what it is. So there you go. All you campers, stay safe out there, and God bless Texas. Thank you, veterans. Thank you, military, for everything that you do. Peace.